Hey guys, I'm X Ong from Mr. Tax. The review for Xiaomi Mi 9 is already up, and it did great for me. I will not spoil the review for you, so watch the review first, then only come back to this video. You have watched the review? Great! Let's continue with this video. Mi 9 is doing great for me, but there are some issues that I think will affect my recommendation to you guys. What issues are affecting my recommendation to you guys? Let's get to it. It is no fresh news that Xiaomi could not keep up with the demand in the market, but for Malaysia market, it is slightly different as Xiaomi will prepare huge number of stocks to handle offline demand. This year, Xiaomi decided to use the similar strategy in Malaysia market as they use in China. In Malaysia, there are two variants that you can choose from. 6GB of RAM with 64GB of storage variant that is selling for 1,699 ringgit Malaysia and 6GB of RAM with 128GB of storage variant that is selling for 1,999 ringgit Malaysia. The 64GB storage variant is exclusive to Xiaomi Lazada store and currently it is back in stock. Even for the authorized Mi store, you will have to try your luck as most stores are running out of stock too. Some Mi fans are complaining that some authorized Mi store do have stocks for the 64GB storage variant, but it is selling at 1,799 ringgit Malaysia. Xiaomi Malaysia did not comment about this issue, which makes some Mi fans more confused as they are desperate to get their hands on the Mi 9. In China, Mi 9 stock availability is still struggling and Mi fans in China are losing their patience. Some of them even willing to spend more money to buy flagship from other brands. Reviewers from China even make fun of Xiaomi. Their products are so good that you can't even buy with money. Usually, I would not care much with the official accessories offered by the OEM, as in certain cases, I could get better products with better price. However, this time is different, as 20W wireless charging is proprietary technology by Xiaomi, and Xiaomi still have not opened up their 20W wireless charging technology to third-party accessory makers. The 20W wireless charger set that should be sold at 129 ringgit Malaysia on 13 April 2019 is nowhere to be seen, and it is not listed on their Lazada store. The initial batch is for those that pre-ordered the 128GB variant of Mi 9, and the second batch should be available by this week. I managed to get myself one with the official price 129 ringgit Malaysia. Make sure you are buying the official set that has Era International sticker on it, because with the initial testing, the base does not seem to be able to draw the power it needs from a USB power delivery charger. Still needs some testing to be done before conclusion can be made. Be sure to stay tuned for the review of the 20W wireless charger. Some might be shocking for this part, as the display of Mi 9 that I praised for its quality is giving some bad experience. Many of you might not be familiar with how OLED display is handling brightness. I did not know as well before, at least until Black Shark 2 made it a standard. LCD display uses DC dimming to control the brightness of the screen, and OLED uses pulse width modulation or PWM to control the brightness of the screen. I'm not going to go in depth in this video, I will just touch on the basic. DC dimming means that it directly changes the power supply to the display and it will directly alter the brightness. As for PWM, it will alter the brightness by changing the width of the light pulse. The screen will flash or pulse, in this case over 200Hz, where it will cause dizziness, nausea and headache for certain people. I'm one of those certain people. OLED screen is causing me to have headache when I'm using the screen at low brightness or low light situation. I enjoy using the OLED display on Mi 9, but it is causing me to have headache in certain situations, but fortunately Xiaomi already rolled out DC dimming on their MIUI beta, which I hope it can help solve or at least reduce the chance of me having headache using OLED display. If you are having headache more frequently after changing to OLED display smartphone, you might want to consider to change to smartphone that offer DC dimming. Will I continue to use Mi 9 with all this bad? Of course, I will still continue to use Mi 9. It is considered impossible to get a flagship with just 1,699 ringgit Malaysia that does not suck. However, will it affect my recommendation to you guys? It definitely did. Availability is the main thing that is stopping me from recommending to you guys. That's all for this video. Use your smartphone wisely and rest if it is making you feel sick. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe. See you on the next video.